I think about that every day.
Big beautiful boobs and buildings, big beautiful boobs and buildings, big beautiful boobs and buildings.
Mr. Sean?
Yes. Well, what do you need, Kellyanne?
A time machine. But
This is a Thanksgiving song. I hope you enjoy it. Love to eat turkey. Love to eat turkey. I love you. Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat. So good. That clapping's messing my head up, man. I appreciate it. But I was trying to think of the next line. I'm like, all I hear is clapping. Here we go. Thanks anyways. Turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat the turkey in my big brown shoe. Love to eat the turkey at the table. I once saw a movie with Betty Grable. Eat that turkey all night.
Okay, and we're back to Now Trending. Happy Monday, everybody. Today is Monday, November 21st. It's 4:03 p.m. We are here on 24/7 Miami Radio. You can find us at 247miami.tv. It is Thanksgiving week. We're getting ready. There's this excitement in the air in the studio this week. I think that was a great intro, Drew. Thank you very much. That was very amusing.
Thank you very much.
We were all laughing and gave us a good chuckle. So we're going to welcome in Thanksgiving this week. Being that it's Monday, let's start early. This is the time of year to get into our emotions and our feelings. So let's get them happy and ready. I am Joy Canizero, your host of Now Trending. I've got my lovely co-host Siobhan here. How are you doing today, Siobhan?
Good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. We also have back in the building again with us. He's like, see, I'm trying to be nice today. I stopped myself from making a crack. We've got Chris Metal in the building again as a guest host. How are you doing today, Chris Metal?
Hello, Joy. I'm going to try to be nice too.
Thank you. See, it's in the air. We've got Drew at the board. How are you doing today, Drew?
Wonderful. Just marvelous.
Again, great intro. And then Mike is joining us any moment. Our lovely Mike Hernandez should be here. So once he gets plugged up and in, he'll go ahead and join us with the conversation. So again, it's Monday. Back to Now Trending this week. I have lots of news to uncover, discover, discuss, and all the above. So starting off, I have a funny story. Okay, we'll start off this weekend. I mean, we all come back. It always seem like a long time. But this weekend was like a event-filled weekend. We did a lot of production here. But at my other job, I have a funny story just to tell. I got a call the other day, right, to call someone back, and the system automatically connects their call to my phone, and it gives me the person's name. So I asked, may I please speak to Jack Hoff? It only took me till the second try when no one answered, and I said, hello, may I please speak with Jack Hoff? Did I realize you idiot? So that was my funny for the weekend. Like I said, I wanted to share with you guys because today I want to have a funny laugh a lot show. Can you give it to us, Chris?
Oh, what? I'm sorry. I'll laugh a lot.
See? We're laughing already. Wake up, man.
A similar story. I had a guest where I worked one time, and her name was spelled Phuc. So I asked my manager, I said, how do I pronounce this person's name? And she read the card and kind of giggled, and she's like, just say, good luck, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
No, that was,
And how you think you say it is exactly how you're supposed
isn't
to
it
say it.
Fook?
No.
I think the U is kind of short.
I thought their U was like
It rhymes with luck.
Yes.
I thought it was like Fuke when you.
No.
Is it like the Americanized?
No, if it was
version of
Americanized, it would sound
orientalizing
differently.
it. You know what I mean?
Well, in other languages, it doesn't mean the same thing. So my last name may be some vulgarity.
Messed up name. I'm telling you. How was your weekend, Siobhan?
I'm trying to remember it. All I did was work.
Isn't that crazy? Like, we
Work.
can't remember it's Monday and just, I'm not even asking to remember the whole week. We haven't been here a full 7 days. So it's like, I'm not even
Yeah.
doing like a playback of the whole week.
I honestly didn't do anything except work on the first 48. But I'm looking forward to, they are taking a hiatus for the week of Thanksgiving. So I have tomorrow and Wednesday of no working on the show. And I just don't know what I'm going to do with
Nice,
myself.
Nice.
But I have other jobs to work with. So
No, but okay, you know what? That's the thing. I think that's why, like, we asked to discuss, okay, like, oh, what happened on the weekend? Because you know why weekends are supposed to be fun. I think that's the time where it used to be, you know, where we can just sit back, relax, do something fun, discuss on Monday. Like, isn't that the, like, joy of Monday is to discuss what the heck you did on Saturday and Sunday?
all my days are the same.
Okay, so this weekend, I demand no work. That's it. No
So
work.
I have to work.
No, you can't. We can't. Everything's still going to be back here when you come back to it.
Yeah, but if I don't work, I don't get paid. And then I
You
can't
just
pay
can't
my
get-
rent.
No, you can't. Hey, we're all in the same boat. It takes a long while to get evicted in Florida.
Oh.
Chris, how was your weekend?
That's a good way to put
I'm
it.
the same as Siobhan. I really don't have a weekend. My days off in the middle of the week. I pretty much, if I'm not working, I'm sleeping. So,
No.
but it was good. It was
We're gonna-
exciting. Lots of things to do that were done, and it was busy.
We're in the middle of South Florida, guys. There's
Right.
events going on all around us.
Oh yeah.
And everybody wants to come to South Florida. So we should be out doing things. The weather is beautiful outside right now to be doing things. Like I said, okay, we did productions here with wrestlers. We had the Few Show here this past weekend, which airs here on 24/7 Miami Radio once a month. So they had wrestlers come in. Then we did some promotions with wrestlings for another upcoming event that's going on. And then after that, we went up to Pompano to an actual big wrestling event. So it was more wrestling and more bodies flying all over. And here, my job was just to make sure that the walls didn't get destroyed. So I just want to let everybody know that the walls are safely intact.
Nice.
That's good news.
Right? Isn't it, Mike? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Now Trending here on 24/7 Miami Radio. Come on
Thanks
over.
for
say
joining
hello.
us.
Hi, everybody.
We wouldn't leave you
So, Mikey-
out. Mike came in.
Mike.
Mike's a very important guy these days. You know what? We have to be grateful for the time that we do get him when he's able to run in here in the last minute in the studio,
He
right?
looks like he
Correct.
partied like his team won 5 in a row.
What?
See, do you see the smile going on? And that's why they put you next to me today, because we just knew that you were going to be full of joy.
Boo.
I'm always full of joy.
See?
It's for something.
Yeah, really.
And there's even more joy this holiday season with the new Dunkin' Donuts cups. I just want to say thank you, Dunkin' Donuts, for these lovely cups that have joy
What are we
printed
hearing
all
here?
over them.
Wait, I didn't get a Dunkin' Donut cup.
Me either.
Look, joy. But every year they do it. And I just love for my name to be plastered everywhere. So for the people that don't like me, everywhere they step in, it says joy, joy, joy.
There's nothing egocentric about that.
But I am. I think it's the best name to have for the next 2 months.
Oh, you're not self-absorbed.
But now I'm going to change it. I want it though for even the people I love to when you all see this lovely cup and you're like, oh, joy. I love her.
Usually we get through the cup
See?
to get to the coffee inside.
So you don't pay attention to the cup?
No.
So you're not a part of that whole
I just make-
Starbucks cup controversy?
I'll just say Trump if I ever go in there.
That's it. Siobhan, are you going to have an update for us today with any like Starbucks cup controversy?
Well, you know
such
what?
as,
We have for the
Trump?
last 2 weeks, so why not a third week in a row?
You know, but we have like political stuff. Mike, you wanted to add in. How was your weekend? Talk to us. Say hello.
My weekend was great. The Dolphins had their 5th victory in a row against the Rams, and Tannehill had a clutch comeback when the whole team was just – I mean, the defense kept the team in the game, but the offense couldn't get going throughout the entire game until the last 2 drives. So – and I actually had my friend come over and watch football with me, so that was great. I didn't have to do that by
see, thank you.
Oh, and also when it comes to the cups, credit to Dunkin' Donuts because unlike Starbucks, they actually care about Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what Mike said. Thank you, Mike. And Mike's going to give us more on football later. You know, he's all excited. He's full of joy. I love this. Okay, so on to news. Yay. And boom. Okay, at the same time, over the past weekend, you know, this country's just in, I wanted to, you guys know me, like, I have to report what's going on. However, sometimes I don't like to report what's going on. But I'm just in a disappointment with this country, the way everything has been going as far as protests. And I understand why people are protesting. However, we're going to discuss in a few minutes, are people actually making a difference? Are they doing it the right way? For going out there and voicing their opinions. But in addition, there's just news of such as over the weekend. I think the top news going on is the 4 police officers that were shot over the weekend, with one actually being in Sanibel, Florida. So 2 police officers have been shot in separate incidents in what authorities are calling targeted attacks. One died, the other was shot twice in the face, but was expected to survive. There were 2 of 4 officers shot Sunday in 4 incidents. A San Antonio detective writing out traffic ticket to motorists was shot to death in his squad car late Sunday morning outside police headquarters by another driver who pulled up from behind him, authorities said. San Antonio Police Chief William McManus identified the officer as Benjamin Marconi, 50 years old and a 20-year veteran of the force. Sunday evening, police posted a picture of a person they said they were hoping to identify in connection with the case. Police also released a video of the person via their Facebook page on Monday, calling him a suspect and showing him apparently entering the public safety headquarters. Speaking at a Monday morning press conference, McManus said investigators have several ideas about why the suspect may have been at the headquarters, but wouldn't give any details on them. The suspect asked a desk clerk a question, but left before receiving an answer. So police also released a photo of the suspect's car, which they believe is a 2009 to 2015 black Mitsubishi Galant with custom rims. So McManus declined to explain why police believe the man shot Marconi, saying he didn't want to jeopardize the ongoing investigation. So more on that, we have Sanibel, like I said, down here in Florida. Sanibel police officer was shot during a traffic stop. The Sanibel police say an officer was shot during a routine traffic stop around 8 p.m. Sunday night. The incident took place on Sanibel Island, which is southwest of Fort Myers. According to police, the suspect was located shortly after fleeing the scene. Gunfire was exchanged, and the suspect is now in custody. The officer hasn't been identified, but he was hospitalized and treated and released. So it's heartbreaking. I think what's going on in this country?
I don't know. I just, as you were reading this, I was kind of doing a quick search for on the story, because honestly, I hadn't heard about it until today. I had heard about all the other stuff going on this weekend, and I came across this webpage, the Officer Down Memorial page, and it's clearly a memorial page to officers killed in the line of duty. And just looking at the statistics, it's kind of overwhelming. Gunfire, it has flashing statistics, 2016 statistics flashing across the page, and everything's up. Gunfire deaths this year is up 71%. That's crazy.
It's just a blast from the past. When I was growing up, we had school resource officers. That was the officer that stayed at our school during the day. But that officer was like a best friend to us growing up, and we had a different respect for the police. Everybody did, and I'm not talking, these weren't at these nice privileged schools or anything. These were like some of the worst,
right?
County public schools, and it's just the respect that we had back then for officers is so different. I grew up around law enforcement, even through high school. The school resource officer that I had is now the chief of Hollandale Police. But also there was just another officer when I used to work at a fast food joint who would always make sure to watch over us, as young kids. And I had a conversation with him one time when I was like 16 years old. And this is when everything was changing. So this is at least 20 years ago. And he said, Joy, he's like, it's just turning to a time now. He goes, where as a police officer, if a gang of people were to jump on me and beat me up, he's like, people would just drive by and wouldn't do anything about it. To where, and it was just like, I'll never forget that conversation. I'll never forget sitting there. And, here I am, I'm just a teenager, but seeing things progress over 20 years to what it's become.
It's gotten worse. It hasn't gotten better.
You know what I mean? Like, can we find a balance? Can we ever find a balance between the community and law enforcement? Again, that balance that we did once have, and that respect we did once have for our law enforcement.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I still have respect for them. And my thought is, well, I can't even get my thoughts together. 3 of these shootings were targeted solely because of the uniform.
Solely because of
Yeah.
solely because they were wearing a police uniform. And at the end of the day, these people go home and they have a wife, they have kids, they have grandchildren, they have parents, they have families, and they are also human beings. So I mean, what is the mindset? How has this mindset been crossed to where like it's okay out of rage to go and shoot and kill a police officer?
I don't know.
Mike, do you have anything to add to this?
Yeah. I mean, what kind of person is just cruising around their car, and then they just turn their heads and they see a police car next to them and just like, oh, this is a good idea. I should just pull out my gun and just start shooting the police officers for no reason. Like what are their beliefs? Like do they even have any beliefs? Like if they're against the police and they want to protest against the police for certain issues, fine. But like, it just seems kind of like terroristic to just.
Right.
Well, they're clearly an angry person.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a question. I have a question because I encounter this. Like even now, I'll go into a gas station. There'll be a police officer in the gas station, getting coffee, something. He walks by you. How do you approach it? Like I say hello, be safe out there. That's what I do now. It's just customary for me. If I come as close as you and I are sitting right now, I'm walking in a gas station. It's happened a couple of times. Police officer walks right by me. The police have come in here. Sometimes there's something wrong with the phone system. There's someone in here who dials 911, but it's not in this building, but it always gets routed here. So the police department always comes in here to make sure that we're okay. And as they leave, I'm just always like, hey, stay safe out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's a tough job. I understand people's anger and frustration. However, the boundaries that have been crossed at this point with people expressing their anger is not the right way to go about it.
No.
And it's where do you begin to stop? Where do we begin to find these boundaries? Where do we find this line of respect?
Yeah. I have a great deal of respect. I mean, let me just say, first of all, I've been working on the show, The First 48, for a while now. And it's kind of given me a whole new look on police officers and detectives and what they do. And I have a great deal of respect for anybody who chooses that career path. I don't know why anybody would choose that. I mean, to put your life in danger every day for people you don't know, that's something very admirable.
It's a public service, and it's, aside from the military, it's a dangerous public service.
True.
I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I've always had a great respect for police, and mainly because like it's just common sense to me and be like, oh, if you give a policeman a hard time when he pulls you over or whatever, he has the means to just make your day that much worse if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not that they do not, I don't know. I've always had good run-ins with police. They've always been really respectful and pretty cool around me. That has nothing to do with me being white at all and being a well-spoken individual.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've always had great run-ins with them. And I like, if they pull me over and they want to search my car or whatever, I mean, I got nothing to hide. I just go along with like whatever they say, and I'm very respectful, and I try not to argue with them, because then I know anything they do can just ruin my day and just make my day that much longer. So,
and I think, I think with my stay safe out there, it kind of like helps me out too. They think like, oh, what a nice lady, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually, I mean, I didn't have any run-ins with the police over my weekend, but yesterday on the corner of Kendall and 117th, there were firefighters in the intersection, just walking around, I guess, asking for donations or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And
put it in the boot.
Yeah. Brovember. So I mean, I didn't have any money to give them because I just don't carry cash. But like I interacted with one of them, and it just felt like really, really nice to just. I felt really cool, like interacting with someone who puts their life on the line for the community, because they were really cool too.
Yeah.
You're so awesome, Mike. However, next
Not
time,
really.
carry cash during this time, because there are people out there who, who could use a donation. And
Yeah.
I don't know, this is the time I usually carry extra cash. There are people who could.
I wish I had cash on me. I'd go hop on the vending machine right now.
I mean, I could use some cash, so maybe I should create a GoFundMe account because I kind of want a new car. So
Yeah, I think
This
there's
is
more
not the
dire-
time, Mike. That's not what I'm talking
Or
about.
dire issues.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so moving on to our next story. Again, we really need to find a way to, find that line again, to where we are respecting police officers, understanding they have a job. I'm not saying, again, I'm fully aware of the issues that are going on out there, that we do need help in those areas. However, we need to stop as far as, in this country, we tend to talk about things more rather than actually put them into action. And, it's time to put things into action to where we all find a balance, because we can't live like this. We can't live like this. So moving on. How accurate is your news? Mike, how accurate is your news? Your news sources, are you comfortable with, do you trust your news sources when you report the news or you give us any facts and details? Do you trust the sources that you read from?
Well, first of all, where do you get your news from? What is your news source?
what?
Where do you get your news
What do you
from?
mean? I don't report news.
Where do you get your
But
news from?
I mean, I usually get my news from the big ones, NBC or Time or New York Times or Miami Herald. Like,
Okay.
Like I try not to get my sources from some off
Like
off the
popdaily.com?
yeah, exactly. I try not to go like off the radar with my news reporting. I always try to make sure it's from a credible source. So
Okay,
yeah,
So you're a smart
no Al
guy
Jazeera
in
for
that
me though.
respect.
Hey, Mike is smart in many as we always find. Mike has
Oh no, you don't.
Huh?
No, you don't.
What?
You know that's smart.
Aww.
I know you're not as wise as an owl. However, I think you're a hoot.
Oh.
Terrible.
Oh,
I got it from a movie. Can anyone name where that came from?
I don't know.
Probably a bad
It's
movie.
probably Ace Ventura.
No, it was The Spy with Melissa McCarthy. Oh, I watched that over the weekend.
Oh.
Okay, so Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg outlined steps to fight fake news after U.S. election criticism. So I don't know if you guys have been aware or following lots of criticism going on about the news that is reported on Facebook and in their now trending, area.
Yes,
where, like I said, lots of people are saying it's inaccurate.
it is not going on purpose.
Right.
There's a program on is it Comedy Central? I think it is. It's called Full Frontal.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Samantha Bee, and she actually did a report where she went to Russia and looked up these people that were putting purposely fake news on Facebook and other social sites. So yeah, it's legit that they're fake.
And I totally agree with that. So Facebook, since they are, their name is being thrown around out there in the mainstream, they've been facing withering criticism for failing to stem a flood of phony news articles in the run-up to the U.S. presidential election. So they're taking a series of steps to weed out hoaxes and other types of false information, which is what Chief Executive Mark Zuckerberg has said. So you can go on to Facebook, and it is posted everywhere, all the different steps that they are moving forward with in weeding out these news stories that aren't true. Because isn't it ridiculous now we've even come to a time where people are just walking around discussing different news stories or happenings, and they really don't even have the facts.
Right. My first clue when I read a news story that it may be inaccurate is if it has a lot of spelling and grammatical errors to begin with.
That's rule number one.
I mean, that just automatically makes me close it. Second of all, if I don't recognize the source, if it's some crazy source, I was trying to look at some, I mean, I don't want to call anyone out, but there's some that are clearly like, where, I don't know, if it's not New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, Fox, something, reputable,
Right.
I tend to not take it seriously.
I don't. Yeah, my most used resources are the Associated Press, Huffington Post, CNN. I chime into Fox just to give a different view on the viewpoints of most of the other stations that I typically choose,
Sorry.
just so I can try to be fair and honest. Drew, you had something to add to that?
Fair and honest. Sorry, I'm sorry. Nothing.
Well, I think Mark Zuckerberg and other people are tending to blame the news outlets for putting out these fake stories, but shouldn't we be blaming the people who take them seriously?
But then I think, okay,
Well,
you know what though? Okay,
it's like
Kim, go ahead, Drew.
I'm sorry. It's like you're in a theater and someone yells fire, but there's no fire. And it's literally people saying whatever they want, and then some people
Believe whatever they read.
right because they don't want to go through because it's on the internet. It must be true because they don't go through the process of trying to.
Okay, but the thing is, we've never been trained to go through. Okay, like I've been trained to go through that process to know what stories are false or where the information's coming from, not to believe it, or whether the story may have inaccuracies. Just because I used to do like for Google, I used to do work as far as like for their search engines. It was like the formulation of their search engines based on what people searched for. So it's all algorithms. It's all algorithms. There's SEO marketing, which I used to write like content stories for. It's just bullcrap stories that have different links for you to click on just to take you to different advertising websites. So you go to Google something and you think you're going to a reputable source that looks like it when you look at, the web address. But then at the same time, when you click on it, it's not really a worthy news source. It's
Right.
just, it's somebody at home sitting there writing articles.
Mm-hmm.
They have like 30 minutes to write it and they're just putting
Mhm.
something out there. So
Right.
this way someone can stuff it with keywords in order
Right.
to take you to different ads.
My first clue.
Companies
was
used
not-
to watch for that, and Google. Sorry to interrupt you again, Drew, but
Sure.
but Google, Bing, they all used to be more proficient as far as their search engines goes in weeding, those articles out or putting them more at the bottom of the list when you do searches. But I think that the internet's become so saturated that,
Mhm.
I mean, it's just popping up everywhere. So people don't know how to look for spam or to look for
Mhm.
keywords or any of these things that kind of give away that it's not really a reputable article.
This isn't really a new problem, though. I mean, if you think about growing up in the checkout lanes, there's always been those rag magazines that have fake news stories, and people have bought them for years and take
What
them
is with that?
seriously.
Okay, that's a great point. What is with like tabloids? What is with
Not
honestly,
even like, I mean,
people
the
spending-
tabloids.
The
but then
Inquirer is still around.
Exactly.
Okay, here's my take on it. You want to know my take on it? I'm gonna take it. All right. Let's say you're a motion picture actress. Okay, you are the top actress, and the Inquirer puts a story out that says that you don't wash your feet at night or some ridiculous thing like that. Now, you may or may not wish to pursue them to remove that article or not, but once you get to suing them, and you get them into a deposition room, they can ask you anything they want to. And you have to answer truthfully in a deposition. So a lot of stars don't challenge them because it's not worth it.
But I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking more about like I found a 3-headed iguana and
Oh.
Remember stories used to
My-
be
Wait,
like
wait,
that
wait,
though.
wait.
They don't do
Those
those
are
anymore.
true.
my
Those
pig
are
is
true.
having
Yeah,
a human
Drew.
baby.
Those are true. Come on.
Oh
I've seen them.
man, now you're taking it back to the good old days.
Yes.
Like, okay, back then those were good articles. Like they would always have like, there's this 3-headed monster. It's not Loch Ness, it's something else.
But
Or
didn't MIB
all
say
these
those
like,
didn't MIB say those were true stories too?
Sasquatch sightings, like Bigfoot. Man, those were the good Inquirer.
I'm having
Those-
a pig baby.
Yeah, those were the Inquirers, and I think that were
What you
worth
doing your
purchasing. So anyhow, now we're gonna go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we have lots more news. We've got local news, international news,
Real news.
and I want to discuss too a story that we didn't get to about the Pope making some changes to the Catholic Church over the weekend. So make sure you stay tuned to us here on Now Trending on 24/7 Miami Radio. You can find us at 247miami.tv. Make sure you stay tuned.
Hiya, this is Harley Quinn, and you're on 24/7 Miami. Wee! Wahoo! Whoopee! Yay! Yay! Yay!
Hey, it's the guys from the couch, and we're coming to you now live on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock with your favorite segments like Simple Jack and W. Dubai Knows It All. Catch us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. live on 247miami.tv.
We talk about sports and other things. Like what? W eating chips. I can't put these chips down. 247miami.tv.
The couch.
Hello, everyone. This is Drew from Now Trending. And usually I'm driving the bus in the show, keeping it from riding off on the rails. Every Monday from 3 to 5 on 247miami.tv.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Siobhan, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started. Because each day counts.
Day by day, by day.
Hey, this is Joy.
Siobhan.
Mike.
And this is Drew.
What's the show called again? What's cooking?
Are you
Mike,
kidding
where
me?
have you been?
Always
Oh my
something with
God.
Mentioned the
you.
first 12 times?
Sorry.
It's now trending. Make sure you catch a new episode every Monday from 3 to 5 on 247miami.tv.
And welcome back to another exciting episode of my awesome show, Cannon Fire.
Give me that. This is not his show. Hey, all right, now we're doing a little promo. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not in charge here either. Let me give you to the man.
Stop. Just stop. It's time to stop. But it's time to go to UltraCon at October 8th and 9th of 2016. It's going to be at the MAC. It's $40 for a weekend 2-day pass. But if you go online now, you'll save some money. Saturdays are $25 and Sundays are $15. So we'll see you there when Cannon Fire invades UltraCon. Hey, wait, what?
See you there.
Hey, no, can you stop?
Damn it, Julio, give me that.
Hey, this is Siobhan bringing you news and entertainment on Now Trending. Listen each week as Drew and Mike try to uncover my dirty little secrets. Every Monday from 3 to 5 on 247miami.tv.
24/7 Miami Radio.
Hey, it's the guys from the couch, and we're coming to you now live on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock with your favorite segments like Simple Jack and W Dubai Knows It All. Catch us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. live on 247miami.tv.
We talk about sports and other things. Like what? W eating chips. I can't put these chips down.
247miami.tv.
The couch.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Siobhan, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started. Because each day counts.
Day by day, by day.
Hey, this is Joy.
Siobhan.
Mike.
And this is Drew.
What's the show called again? What's cooking?
Are you
Mike,
kidding
where have
me?
you been?
Always
Oh my
something with
God.
Mentioned the
you.
first 12 times?
Sorry.
It's now trending. Make sure you catch a new episode every Monday from 3 to 5 on 247miami.tv.
And welcome back to another exciting episode of my awesome show, Cannon Fire.
Give me that. This is not his show. Hey, all right, now we're doing a little promo. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not in charge here either. Let me give you to the man.
Stop. Just stop. It's time to stop. But it's time to go to UltraCon at October 8th and 9th of 2016. It's going to be at the MAC. It's $40 for a weekend 2-day pass. But if you go online now, you'll save some money. Saturdays are $25 and Sundays are $15. So we'll see you there when Cannon Fire invades UltraCon. Hey, wait, what?
See you there.
Hey, no, can you stop?
Damn it, Julio, give me that.
Hiya, this is Harley Quinn, and you're on 24/7 Miami. Wee! Wahoo! Whoopee! Yay! Yay! Yay!
Oh, thank you for the sign, and welcome back to Now Trending. Happy Monday. It is Monday, pre-Thanksgiving. We're getting ready to start the Thanksgiving week off. Before we get into news, I want to get into some turkey time. Let's get into some turkey talk because we're getting excited, okay? So, like I said, I want it to be a happy show. I want to know things that, like, we're each extremely grateful for each and every day, that even now, like, you know, you could be having a bad day and you can just think of these people or thing, and it just makes you happy. Does it sound good?
Yeah. Sounds great.
Okay, Drew, I'm gonna start off with you.
Uh-oh.
What is it? Okay, we're getting down to the, like I said, we're in this time of year. What are you most grateful for, like just in life in general, not just because it's Thanksgiving? I'm saying life in general.
Well, for example, this weekend was my nephew's birthday. You still with me?
Yes.
Okay, so we went over to the house and I got him his present. His present I got him actually back in June, but I had to hidden in my closet until that time. And the joy in his face when he got his present, and the joy on their faces when my kids when I give them their presents. Because my son's birthday is in December, so his present. Hopefully he's not listening. Is packed waiting at home for him. So it's just having the holiday spirit and seeing the kids enjoy it and have a good time. That's what I'm mostly thankful for.
In life, so
you're just thankful for the holiday, not your actually and the moment, but not your actual kids.
Yes, because they remind me of how much fun it is.
Awesome. I can't disagree with that.
I know you don't have children that you know of. So
no, I am a children or a
Children of the Corn. Okay, so go ahead. Okay, so you're, I mean, basically the kids, when you think about all year, like, you know what, you're having a rough day and you think of things, okay, like, you know what, I'm really grateful for this. This is what keeps you alive and well on this planet. It's the kids.
Yep.
It's the joy that comes to the kids all this time this year. Chris Metal,
Hello.
you look excited about kids. What are you most grateful for? Like, just in life in general.
What is it about kids that gets you most excited?
No, that sounds awful.
That's a Jared question.
That's a good answer. Making them.
Thanks, guys.
Survey says.
For my I'm trying to have Thanksgiving time. Like,
You said grateful. Oh, you mean thankful? Like, am I thankful for things?
no, like, what are you truly grateful for? I mean, we've come a long way in this world. You know, like I said, you're having a rough day. You're sitting back. Maybe you're driving somewhere, and you're just like, hey, you know what? This is what I'm glad. Like, it could be people. It could be something. Like, you know, I'm glad I have this in my life. This is stuff, you know, that keeps me going. That keeps me, you know, on a positive.
I'm grateful for Wi-Fi. Light traffic when I'm driving to work at 3:30 in the morning. Thankful I have a job. Grateful to go to work every day and work hard and come here and do the show with you.
Okay, now you made the answer better. Now you just totally. I was gonna like Wi-Fi, damn. Okay, so to be here in this,
it's becoming essential everywhere you go.
You're blessed now, my son. No, I just.
No, I looked at the little Wi-Fi meter on my laptop, so that's what I want to say. I'm thankful for Wi-Fi because I have it right now.
So you couldn't live without it every day. Like, would you just?
I could
ruin your day?
I could easily live without it. It's just convenient.
Okay, like I said, now guys, remember we're getting into Thanksgiving. We're about to. Are we going to spend time with families? Maybe that's what I want to get into next. You know, what are we doing for Thanksgiving? Siobhan, what are you most grateful for that you have around every day?
Well, currently, I'm really thankful for my new apartment because I no longer feel like I'm living in a cave and it's not covered in mold.
Yeah, that helps.
She's no longer in the moldy cave.
It's seriously. And I have a couch now too. So it's the little things.
Oh, yeah.
I like having a couch.
But sometimes it's those things that honestly just make you feel, after everything that we go through each day, it just, you know, finally keeps you together. Like, oh, I'm grateful I have this, or oh, I'm grateful for my space, or, you know, so yeah, exactly. Mike, come on, man. What makes you all warm?
Oh, it's already good.
The NFL.
You're thankful for the NFL.
Yeah, I'm thankful so much for the NFL because it keeps me going every year. When the season ends, I could be like, I could stay alive for next year, for the next 6 months, because I know the NFL season is going to come around again. And I'm also thankful for Adam Gase for turning the Dolphins franchise around. Thank God we have a coach that's able to adapt to, you know, bad situations and offensive philosophies and change it up to, you know, have his players play to the strengths. I'm also grateful for having a great childhood, great family, great parents who have never given up on me and have always been supportive.
You sound like you're receiving an award.
And
Turkey, yes.
I'm just a well-spoken individual.
Yes.
And I'm also
Someone
thankful.
Please present him with this plate of turkey.
I'm also really thankful for the Riviera Country Club and my manager, who's awesome, and he gave someone with zero serving experience a job.
Okay.
And zero people skills.
Good for him. Good for him at the
yeah.
country club.
And I have a great job.
Good job. I hope they give you free turkey at the country club. Do you guys get free turkey? I wonder how their turkey's got to be good at the country
Only if
club.
you steal some. From
See,
the buffet.
you know what I mean? Exactly.
And it's definitely.
What I'm thankful for, honestly, are the people that I've surrounded myself with. The good times, the bad times, everything. Especially the past 2 years I've gone through so much growth over the past 2 years and so many changes, and I've had just so many different people around me. Even my best friend, she should be listening. Vivian, you should be out there listening.
She's not listening.
She is. She actually texted me today. And it's just, it constantly with her and I, especially, we know, like when we're going through certain things, we just pick up, we're that close. So we couldn't just pick up on different things about each other. And it's just like, so, sometimes just sending a text once, a couple of weeks and how are you? And this and that, it just honestly can change my whole mode. You know what I mean? That day. And it's like, we've all getting older and we all have our own lives going on, but like your truest friends can always, there's once in a blue moon where we all meet up and it's just, we discuss things. So I love you guys so much. And I'm just grateful, like I said, for the people in my life for the past 2 years, no matter what the relationships have been, what they are now, through all of it. Cause it's all just been learning experience. It's just been learning and growth. And it's just been 2 of the most important years of my entire life ever. So again, to all the people who have been in my life, because I've been working on relationships, right? Angie's in here in our studio as well. We've got lots of people always joining us in here. Everybody comes where we attract everybody. Honestly, it just feels good when you have all these experiences and different energies around you, and we all just work together, and we're just constantly laughing. Well, I think that's just the most of it. It's just we're constantly, no matter who I'm around, whether I'm here, whether I'm out, whether I'm just with one person. It's just all the time. It's just always constant laughter and good times and always memories to just always be grateful for.
I love you too, Joy.
Thank you. I know I'm not a very emotional person in this year. I'm trying to change different things. I don't want to say change, but express more. I think we should totally be honest with ourselves and let others know how we feel. It's all in the delivery. Sometimes there's no way to deliver good things, even though you mean well. But even those loving times. So it's just like, I'm glad for everybody who's put up and stayed in there and is understood. And if you haven't, just the experiences we've gone through. So that's my turkey talk for the moment until we get to turkey talk at the next segment. So Siobhan, you've got some local news for me. You've got international. Give us some news.
I've got lots and lots of news, so I'm going to try to select here. Okay, 2 local stories. First, in Broward County in Miramar police are searching for a driver involved in a hit and run accident that left a 7-year-old boy injured. According to investigators, the driver was in a green and silver minivan, possibly a Chevy Astro. The accident happened Sunday morning near Tropicana Street and DeSoto. Thankfully, the boy survived, but was taken to a nearby hospital with injuries, and he is expected to recover. However, they are still searching for the driver of this minivan. If you have any information leading to this person's arrest, call Broward County Crime Stoppers at 954-493-TIPS. And you can remain anonymous and be eligible for a $3,000 reward. So yeah.
Chevy Astro, man. There can only be like 3 or 4 of them left.
I know, right? So I mean, it was possibly a Chevy Astro van. So.
Okay.
But yeah. And also in Miami-Dade, investigation is underway after a man was fatally shot in the head at a Northwest Miami-Dade gas station. The gas station was an Exxon at Northwest 12th Avenue and 79th Street. The shooting happened around 3:30 in the morning, and when officials arrived on scene, they found a man on the floor next to a Toyota. The passenger side door of the vehicle was wide open. It's unclear if the victim was inside the car at the time of the shooting. However, the suspects were able to escape. And again, if you have any information leading to these people, I don't know if it was one or more people. If you have any information leading to the arrest, call Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers at 305-471-TIPS. This has a $1,000 reward. So, yes. Okay, let's move on to something else.
Oh, mom and kids, I love you too. Give me a break. I'm saying other things. That's number one, of course. Go ahead, Siobhan. Sorry to interrupt you. That was just commentary coming from yes. I'm very grateful for that too. That's what I mean. Everybody involved in my life. I said in past 2 years.
We just totally backtracked. I don't know where that came
That
from.
was commentary from the public as we were going on Facebook Live.
Oh, Facebook Live. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go back myself to some Trump information.
Going so well. We're doing so well.
We cannot escape it. So Trump has started to name members of his administration, including he has named Michael Flynn as the National Security Advisor, Jeff Sessions as Attorney General, and Pompeo as the head of the CIA. I don't really know who any of these people are or their background, but they all seem to be causing controversy. But Trump did say he wanted to kind of shake things up. I think he is proving to do so. And he spent the weekend in New Jersey at one of his lovely resorts, talking to people and floating some more names out there. So we'll see how it all shapes up. Do you guys have any thoughts?
I do.
Oh, I got a bunch
You
of
want to
them.
throw any names in the ring?
Well, no, like I
bunch of
said,
them.
he's really turning it into the White House.
Yes, that's for sure.
Well, that's been the main complaint. No, I'm not saying that. Chris is like, no, that's not. I'm not trying my opinion. I'm saying the opinion of the majority of people that are voicing their opinions out loud. That's their biggest issue. Is that I mean, it's very Caucasian.
Is it possible that he's just putting maybe the right people in place to do the job, maybe the most qualified people, no matter what color or race or
But
wherever
the history,
they're
their
from?
history, they really, some of them really have documented history tying them to big racial groups and kind of
they're controversial
extraordinary
individuals.
punishments also as well that I mean we used to do as Americans as far as with other countries and trying to get, like waterboarding came into issue.
Yes, that's being floated as coming back and keeping Guantanamo Bay open.
And these are things that we fought so long and hard to try to change. So I mean, I understand like people's frustration, like kind of bringing them back because lots of things were. Go ahead.
The Guantanamo Bay prison, it's really like a resort for these people. They're not really suffering. So give me a break. What are the alternatives? You're going to put the wrong people in there and then get 8 more years of all these things that are going wrong? Or do you have to maybe do like a 180? I love when people say 360 because that just puts you right back in the same position.
Right, absolutely
You do a
right.
180 and try something else to see if it works.
Right.
Because I'm not a proponent on torture and things like that, but if you have to run some water down somebody's nose and their throat to get some information out of them that could, potentially save American lives, so be it. They're trying to kill us anyway.
Yeah.
So, I don't see the problem with that at all.
I'm also on board with it because if they're obviously there because they tried to attack us in some,
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Some crappy, like non-militaristic one-on-one, like, I mean, yeah, I know they openly declare war, but they also hide in plain sight and they have a cowardly way of attacking you.
I mean,
and also they kill innocent people. So, like
if they take Americans hostage, they behead them, they kill them, they do whatever.
Yeah.
They don't pamper them and treat them nicely and give them clean clothes to wear and give them a Bible or whatever.
Yeah.
They believe in.
Yeah,
they
do
torture the
they-
hell out of them.
Yeah, they do it way worse than
They don't
than
care.
we would ever do. At least
Exactly.
at least we have some sort of rules.
If that's what it takes to keep the American people safe, then do it because these people don't care if we're safe or not. They don't care.
All right, agreed. Okay, I see some of the points, but as far as even what about
See, controversial, folks.
It is. It's very controversial, and in which way this country is definitely going to be run because of the names that are coming out. So it just may be us, taking it's like a blast to the past.
Right. Well, some other names that are being floated are Mitt Romney for various different positions.
Secretary of State.
Secretary of State, and also Veterans Affairs Secretary. He's on the short list for that.
I'm a short bus. I'm sorry. I just wanted to know.
We've got Rudy Giuliani being considered, Sarah Palin.
Not her. I mean, I'm on board with all these changes. There's just some no. I'm not a fan. Are you a fan of Palin, Chris?
I've never been.
Okay,
I
thank you.
kind of
Okay.
think I
You can
think
stay
she's-
for the remainder of the show today.
I mean, I think she's way out there. Pardon the pun. Not just being way out in Alaska, but she is just
Yeah,
on a
her
different
mind, she's
on
on
a
a
different
different-
plane somewhere.
Yeah.
She's drunk.
And I don't agree with
Some of
really anything she says. I agree with her on guns. That's it. I'm pro gun just like she is.
An interesting name that I heard floated a lot this weekend was the name Michelle Rhee for Education Secretary. She is not only a woman, but also an Asian. So she kind of checks off 2 minority boxes there. But I think she would be a very good choice. Also for Education Secretary or some other names I'm not familiar with. But
I
anyway.
wonder. I'm sorry, but
What?
I wonder if Mitt Romney loaned him his binder full of women.
Oh,
I know. Yeah, there
gosh.
was the comment of the hey.
The
But you know
binder.
what? Yeah, he should. I mean, women work hard
I'm not
to get
saying
into
he
certain
don't.
positions.
It's just.
And you know
it's
what? So
just-
yeah, he should have brought. He could have done a favor
Yeah.
and brought his binder full of women. I agree.
I wouldn't mind seeing Dr. Ben Carson or Herman Cain.
He's
in
on the
some of
list
those
for a few
positions.
things, right?
I really wouldn't because they're very smart individuals.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, there's a difference between smart and people smart. There's or street smart. There's 2 different things that can go that way.
And just imagine another 4 years, we're gonna have another election again,
We've just had a lot of
featuring Donald Trump.
we've just had a lot of clowns in certain positions for way too long, and it needs to be shaken up
Yeah, I
big
think
time.
we've
It
lost
really does.
control. I think we've lost control in a lot of places, and things need to be tightened up.
We've
I agree.
just
I'm
be-
excited for changes.
We've just become complacent as a nation and just let
Very.
things roll. We haven't done anything about it.
As I said, we sit here, we talk about things, we don't move forward and actually
Exactly.
put things into action.
Yeah, when people
So-
just complain about stuff, they don't do anything.
So speaking of Jeff Sessions, who has just been named Attorney General, he has gone on record as saying so-called sanctuary cities that protect illegal immigrants should be prosecuted. I didn't even know sanctuary cities existed. Have you guys ever heard of this until
Yes.
this weekend?
Yes.
No, I had not, but now I'm very interested in it. So a quick list. I mean, there's a ton around the country, but including Tucson, Arizona, San Jose, California. That's where I grew up. Watsonville, also close by city. Salinas, this don't surprise me. LA, which was the first and has been a sanctuary city since 1979. Detroit, Minneapolis, New York City, Newark, Portland, Oregon, Philly, Salt Lake City, Seattle, Miami, Chicago, just to name a few. Denver,
San
Colorado.
Francisco too.
Yes, absolutely. So, yeah, so Trump wants to, get rid of these sanctuary cities and make the illegal immigrants that are finding sanctuary there leave. And a lot of these sanctuary cities are saying no. So Jeff Sessions has said, they will be prosecuted. And there's even the threat of withholding funding to these so-called sanctuary cities. What do you guys think of this?
All right.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's got to
I-
be loopholes where they do get money funded. I'm sure they get grants and everything else like that. But as we said even last time, it's not about where you're from. It's just, even as Americans here, we have to pay all these fines, all these taxes, all these fees. We're constantly paying fees for everything to be American. For driver's license, your license gets suspended. You're paying this fee. You're paying that fee. We're paying fees for everything. So when you come here, yes, in order to be part of the system, you have to put your pay into it. That's how it works. So it's not about, I think that's where lots of things get confused, is that it's being taken as a racial issue. No, it's not about where you're from. It's about, no, if you want to be here and be American, you need to be part of the system. And we're all paying a portion to this system. You know what I mean? So what do you have to say? I mean, we do need to become more strict on immigration, and we do. I used to say it, honestly, I used to say, trust me, I know tons of places where tons of illegal immigrants are sleeping. And if I got $1,000 for each one of them, I'd be rich. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that to go turn them in, but again, it's just
But that's
tearing
what's gonna
apart our
happen.
system. And, we're all suffering from it. I'm sorry. We live in a recession. I don't think that we're living in a time now where things are great. And I mean, we are all living in this blinded recession to where they're not telling us, hey, but come on, look how we live, even as middle class, with the amount of hours we work. Give me a break. Tell us, Chris.
I don't think we should be harboring illegals that are committing crimes.
Right.
And crimes
That's what they're
against the people that work hard and pay taxes and do the right thing.
Right.
The ones that murder people should be prosecuted or like sent out of the country. They shouldn't be harbored by these elected officials that say, "Oh, you're safe here. It's okay to commit the crimes. We'll take care of you."
I don't think anyone wants anybody to commit a crime to stay here. I don't think that's
Right,
part
but
of
you
the-
know what? I
what's
think though,
happening.
in order to get
But
the funding,
but
though, in
that's-
order to get the funding, these communities give
But I
like
don't
false
think-
pretenses that they're going to help these individuals living in this community to become legal and to do it the right way. So that's what this funding is
But
for. But
they're
at the
not
end of the
doing
day,
that.
that's not the money's getting pocketed, and you know what? There's
That's
just a
not
bunch of illegals living here, there.
Well, that's
10,
a
15 in a house, and
that's a
nobody's
separate
getting the help that they
that's
need
a separate
to
issue as
become
far as pocketing the
Americanized.
money. But I mean,
But that's how it's
if you go
it's working.
if you well, I understand that, but it's not pocketing to the individual; it's pocketing to the politicians. But if you want to punish those that break the law, be they immigrant or be they citizen, that's what you do, and that's what's supposed to be done. And I don't think anyone has a problem with that. Do they hide immigrants there? Probably, but Americans also hide as well. So it's not one over versus the other, or one more than the other. It's just what it is. Now you're going to have people turn over those people that do that. But you need to build a little trust with that. You can't just walk in and say, "Hey, do it," or else, because that won't work. Even if you walk over to someone in the middle of Kendall and say, "Hey, do it," or else, that won't work either.
It's like how you said, though. You see, though, the attitude that we take is just like you said. It is what it is, and that's been our attitude for too long with a lot of issues.
But it is what it is.
What it is. But that's not what
But
it's
you
supposed to
can't-
be, and we need to put action
No,
towards it.
Okay, but think about what you're saying. What you're saying is that have you ever given a guy a quarter at the light when you pull your car up?
Yeah, many of times.
Okay, what if he was a criminal and illegal? You're supporting him now, right? That's what
You
I'm
really
saying.
want to bring the guy on the street? I know most of my
Yes,
homeless
yes.
folks around. Like,
True, but I mean, you just have to figure out who it is you need to get rid of and get rid of that person. Be they immigrant or be they a regular citizen. Because there's plenty of regular citizens.
the regular citizens are. You think they're breaking as big as laws, like being here?
Yes.
Illegal. I mean,
Yes.
like.
Jails are full of regular citizens. Yes. I totally agree with that.
Point to bring up. Okay, so before we go to break, another story. Did you have another story for us?
Oh, I've got tons of stories, but I know you want to talk about something else.
Yeah,
Go
I just
ahead.
wanted to go into the Pope making changes to the Catholic Church over this past weekend. The Pope has made it to where are you? The Pope has made it to where you can now be forgiven for abortions. So he has extended powers to forgive abortions to the priests. So there is, in his words, he was quoted as saying, "There is no sin that God cannot reach or wipe away, including abortion." So that's something huge for the Catholic Church. They're not saying that it's right. However, you know, all these sins that can always be forgiven, where abortion hasn't been one for a long time. It's been lots of controversy.
So wait, because I'm not Catholic, so I don't know I don't know about the Catholic faith. Are you telling me that before this, the priests did not have the power to forgive women who came to them for confession
is
to
correct.
confess abortion?
That is correct.
Really?
Because it goes against the teachings of the Catholic Church. That's
Wow.
why.
I didn't
Abortion
realize
and
that.
abortion and gay marriage, it goes against it. And this Pope
So
that
there
we
you
have, as
feel-
much as I love the Pope that we have, I think he's great. He's forgiving of those things,
Mhm.
and he's opening the door for the discussion about acceptance of those things and the eyes of
Forgiveness of those things.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I'm Protestant.
how ironic, huh?
as well, I'm Protestant, and I believe that I don't have to go through a priest or the Pope to have my sins forgiven. I just go directly to God. You know?
Absolutely.
So that's why it never occurred to me that, the priest had the power to forgive certain sins and not others, but I had no idea. So what sins can a priest not forgive?
It's not about forgiving them and not forgiving them. When you go to confession and you confess things like, say you were abusive against your spouse, or you're abusive against your kids, or things like that, and you went and confessed, that's all it is. It's a confession. It's absolution of what you did wrong. You can't undo what you did, but you can
beg for
beg.
forgiveness.
Not so much
You can
beg
feel
for
better
forgiveness.
for the rest of your
Ask
days
for-
here on
You can
earth.
ask
Okay.
for forgiveness. The priest is going to pray for you that you bring closure to the situation and move on and become a better
It's not
person. as a
something that's
result.
always questionable. It's not something always questionable, like, oh, is it, ruin your chances to making it up to the pearly gates. You understand? So it kind of gives you more, kind of more settlement, I guess, feeling.
Aha.
When you're forgiven for something, it gives you kind of more like, okay, you did it. you know what, you did it. You assumed responsibility.
Hopefully you
You
learn from
owned
it.
it. You learned from it. And that's the way it goes. Don't do it again. So that's it for this segment of Now Trending. So when we come back, we've got the mayor, we've got sports with Chris, Drew, and Mike. We've got more turkey talk coming up. So make sure you stay tuned here on Now Trending with us on 24/7 Miami Radio.
Winning, you're on 24/7 Miami. Wee! Wahoo! Whoopee! Yay! Yay! Yay!
Hey, it's the guys from the couch, and we're coming to you now live on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock with your favorite segments like Simple Jack and W. Dubai Knows It All. Catch us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. live on 247miami.tv.
We talk about sports and other things. Like what? W eating chips. I can't put these chips down. 247miami.tv.
The couch.
Hello, everyone. This is Drew from Now Trending. And usually I'm driving the bus in the show, keeping it from riding off on the rails. Every Monday from 3 to 5 on 247miami.tv.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Siobhan, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started. Because each day counts.
Day by day by day.
Hey, this is Joy.
Siobhan.
Mike,
And this is Drew.
what's the show called again? What's cooking?
Are you
Mike,
kidding
where have
me?
you been?
Always
Oh my
something
God.
it's
Teaching the
you.
first 12 times?
Sorry.
It's Now Trending. Make sure you catch a new episode every Monday from 3 to 5 on 247miami.tv.
And welcome back to another exciting episode of my awesome show, Cannon Fire.
Give me that. This is not his show. Hey, all right, now we're doing a little promo. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not in charge here either. Let me give you to the man.
Stop. Just stop. It's time to stop. But it's time to go to UltraCon at October 8th and 9th of 2016. It's going to be at the MAC. It's $40 for a weekend 2-day pass. But if you go online now, you'll save some money. Saturdays are $25 and Sundays are $15. So we'll see you there when Cannon Fire invades UltraCon. Hey, wait, what?
See you there.
Hey, no, can you stop?
Damn it, Julio, give me that.
Hey, this is Siobhan bringing you news and entertainment on Now Trending. Listen each week as Drew and Mike try to uncover my dirty little secrets. Every Monday from 3 to 5 on 247miami.tv.
24/7 Miami Radio.
Hey, it's the guys from the couch, and we're coming to you now live on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock with your favorite segments like Simple Jack and W. Dubai Knows It All. Catch us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. live on 247miami.tv.
We talk about sports and other things. Like what? W eating chips. I can't put these chips down. 247miami.tv.
The couch.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Siobhan, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started. Because each day counts.
Day by day by day.
Hey, this is Joy.
Siobhan.
Mike,
And this is Drew.
what's the show called again? What's cooking?
Are you
Mike,
kidding
where have you
me?
been?
Always
Oh my
something it's
God.
Teaching the
you.
first 12 times?
Sorry.
It's Now Trending. Make sure you catch a new episode every Monday from 3 to 5 on 247miami.tv.
And welcome back to another exciting episode of my awesome show, Cannon Fire.
Give me that. This is not his show. Hey, all right, now we're doing a little promo. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not in charge here either. Let me give you to the man.
Stop. Just stop. Time to stop. But it's time to go to UltraCon at October 8th and 9th of 2016. It's going to be at the MAC. It's $40 for a weekend 2-day pass. But if you go online now, you'll save some money. Saturdays are $25 and Sundays are $15. So we'll see you there when Cannon Fire invades UltraCon. Hey, wait, what?
See you there.
Hey, no, can you stop?
Damn it, Julio, give me that.
Hiya, this is Harley Quinn, and you're on 24/7 Miami. Wee! Wahoo! Whoopee! Yay! Yay! Yay!
We are gathered here today into this thing called life. A elevator drive that brings for a hell, that's a mighty long time, but I'm in punch
And we're back to Now Trending. Thank you everybody for joining in and listening to Now Trending here on 24/7 Miami Radio. Before we get to sports, we've got lots of sports to talk about. We've got all kinds of sports going on. I think this is the perfect weather for sports. Don't you just feel it in your bones when it comes to football, when it comes to hockey, when it comes to, it just feels more exciting. But before we get to there, we're going to do some more turkey talk. Okay, and I know we have the mayor standing by. He's anxious to get on the phone with us and discuss some things. But some turkey talk. Now, everybody eats their Thanksgiving dinner at different times. It's like tradition.
Yes.
For some families to eat first thing in the morning. I know people who wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and expect their Thanksgiving meal to be done. I know people who like are around 12 o'clock. I'm more of a 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock dinner person. I think it's dinner. I've never, ever been used to the 12 o'clock idea. Even though I've tried. There's been many years where I've said I'm going to get up and put that turkey in the oven early, and it just doesn't happen. Like, usually I'll wake up and I'm like, and it takes me until like 9, 10 o'clock to get it ready, to get it in the oven. And I usually have everything done like 5 or 6. So in my opinion.
So you cook the morning of early?
Yeah. I'm not one of those 5 a.m. people. The 5 a.m. people like it done by 12. I'm like the 10 a.m. type of person. So I get it. I like it done. No, I like it done like around 5 or 6. So that's usually my turkey time. What's your turkey time, Mike? When do you expect your Thanksgiving meal to be ready? How does it roll in your house?
Usually it's supposed to be like around 4, but it's never done at 4 because my mom loves having Thanksgiving at our house, even though the rest of my family we like it, but at the same time it's always kind of a hassle. Because my mom always is just constantly cooking, and she's very frustrated because she doesn't cook things one at a time.
She doesn't put a plan together.
No, she cooks everything all at once.
Right.
She's always bouncing around.
So why don't you guys just do a potluck kind of thing?
Because my mom likes to put everything on her shoulders.
Some people like that hassle. It's exhausting. I used
know.
to be that person. It's very exhausting. I can't do it anymore.
My mom has no concept of what it means to relax.
So what time does dinner usually get done?
Up and about.
So what time?
Like around 6.
6. Siobhan.
Yes.
Your house. What time is family dinner usually when it comes to Thanksgiving?
I like to have Thanksgiving dinner in the evening. And, I'll prepare a few things the day ahead, but most everything gets made the day of.
Right. So, yeah, some things
throughout the
I'll
day.
do. Yeah, some things I'll do ahead, but usually again like 5, 6 o'clock. So okay, dinner person. What about you, Chris?
My family usually likes to have like 2 or 3 in the afternoon because my grandparents are in their early 90s. So
Right.
they're not about eating really late at night. So or late being like 5 or 6
Right.
in the evening. So we
Gotcha.
usually do it in the afternoon. And my family's Italian, so they have everything. They have the lasagna, the turkey. They have
Stuffed
absolutely
artichokes. They have
everything.
stuffed artichokes.
Yes.
Anybody make stuffed
Listen,
artichokes?
listen.
No, but that sounds
Thursday?
good.
Oh, my grandma.
Hold on.
always used to.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Bring it here.
I'm gonna be out of town, and I don't think any of that food is gonna.
Can I just buy a ticket? Okay.
I really don't.
Can I get a ticket to go with you?
Absolutely.
Okay, say I'm
Wait,
going
wait,
to Chris's family's house up in Rhode Island for Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
I'll roll.
I would love it. It's gonna be-
I'll bring the
wanna
whole
go.
show. The whole show.
Oh, yay.
We'll even bring Mikey.
Aw.
Please don't. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I love lasagna, man. When I was a kid, I was kind of whatever about it, but man, now that I'm older and I realize how good it is, Oh.
No, that's how my grandma Canizero, and then my aunt Marianne, like she's vegetarian, so she'd always do a vegetarian lasagna, and then we'd always have a meat lasagna, but then stuffed artichokes, everything. I we're all going to Chris's to Rhode Island for Thanksgiving.
I can fit you all in my carry-on, even Drew.
Please.
That's a big carry-on.
Hey, Drew, what time is Thanksgiving dinner?
I think we're having this year like in the afternoon, like 2:33ish, I believe.
And whose house are we having it at?
The in-laws, like we always do. Like we have Thanksgiving this house, and then we have Christmas at my other in-laws' house.
Now, does your wife cook a turkey or anything at the house, so this way you
No,
guys
we
have
do
your own,
potluck.
like-
That's why I'm like, well, I don't know why Mike's mom's sweating it out. Just
Do you
tell
get
everybody
enough?
to bring something.
Do you get enough leftovers to take home?
Yes.
Are you sure? See, I
Yes.
I think that's a huge part of like Thanksgiving dinner. Also, is having
The
leftovers. Like that's
But
the whole
it's
point.
easier. It's easier for you to cook a turkey. Easier for him to bring stuffing. It's easier for her to bring briskets. It's a lot.
You got to make
easier.
that stuffing
of
in the
people.
turkey, though. You can't bring.
And that's a
stuffing
whole nother
separate.
issue. That's a whole nother issue we'll get to in segment 4. Should you put your stuffing and cook it in your turkey?
I don't like turkey or stuffing, so I really don't care. But
Okay, so we have the mayor coming on the line. Let's ask the mayor, what time does he expect Thanksgiving dinner? Hello, Mayor. Welcome to the show. As always, we love to have you here.
Peace. What's going on, man? Happy Thanksgiving and all that. How you celebrate, whatever. We start to eat, man, like around the time that the second game comes on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
everybody comes through or whatever early, do what they do, because they probably ate breakfast early or whatever. So, they go in there, get a little samples or whatever. You know what I mean? But grandma don't play that. So she want everybody to sit around the table and get it in. And usually it's around the time that the second game comes on, man, because me, I'm caught up in the game, so now I'm mad.
Yeah. So now he needs the turkey to calm down.
Holidays and how you choose to celebrate it or whatever. If there's no peach cobbler and there's no the lasagna thing is cool. That works for me too. If there's no peach cobbler on the table, all right. If there's no fried turkey on the table, all right. And I like cranberry sauce. I don't care what nobody say. Give me some cranberry sauce. Give me some sweet potatoes.
You're making me hungry, man.
wait, do you like fresh cranberries or from the can?
Yeah. So what's popping? What's the deal?
No, man.
I heard the conversation earlier regarding immigrants and all that. And, me being from New York City, born and raised, all I know is immigration. All I know. I come up in the melting pot. That's all I know. So I really don't got no problem with them. You know what I mean? But again, like my man said earlier, we don't want them over here robbing and stealing and killing. But you know what? It's not really the immigrants that do that. It's a lot of that domestic stuff going on too. That's why they hurried up and got rid of Timothy McVeigh. Okay? They hurried up and got rid of him so nobody will have that to fall back on. And I can dig it, because that's how some of the people work. But don't try to just blame everything on immigration. That's not cool. Because everybody in that room right now, down in Miami, everybody that's listening to my voice right now, is all in the train dealing with. We don't want no immigrants coming in and knock it off. How you think you got here? So I'm not going to get on my pulpit and preach and all that, because it's serious. But I'm not here to argue with nobody or beef with nobody. You got your own opinion. You feel how you feel, but this is my content, so I'm going to spit that ism. All right? So again, at the end of the day, everybody's an immigrant. And how they want to turn it is how they turn it. Okay? The man, Donald Trump, he's getting a lot of people in there that just like him, the idea is just like, and they don't even have to get to inauguration for their thoughts to be distributed and come out. Okay? So we don't even have to wait for that. So I'm not really rocking with Donald Trump and nobody who thinks like him or nobody who looks like him or nobody who rocks with him. Period. And my thing is, and again, I'm in New York City live and direct every day. I wish one of them Trump supporters would. I wish they would have the gumption to run up on me. I don't start no trouble, but that's where they end up at. I see a lot of people being very selective in who they pick on. They be very, very careful about who they run across with that nonsense. Okay? So again, at the end of the day, are you really about that life, or you just trying to be a bully? Ask yourself that. That's all I'm saying. That's all. And the invitation is wide open for whoever at whatever term. I don't play them games. We ain't about that. But don't run up on me and tell me about what you gonna do from 1,000 miles away. Or get on Twitter talk about what you gonna do. I'm not show me. And a lot of people that get picked on, they get abused, they get dealt with, they get mistreated by these bullies are like people who can't really defend themselves like that. So my thing is, how come these Trump bullies is always picking on people who can't really defend themselves like that? Holler at your boy. That's what I'm saying. Get at me. But now I'm wild. I'm a street person.
What?
I'm that but you won't run across me though. I bet you that. And that's why I say to these Trump supporters, hey, it's a free country. You rock how you rock. But oh yeah, there's a bunch of people over here waiting for you to confront us, but you won't do that though.
No,
And we know how you move. We know how you get down. And that's why we can call you on it. Okay? But now you're gonna be quiet like, oh my God, this and that, the third, he's going off, he's wilding. But you don't be saying that when you be talking about the people who can't defend themselves. That's my point.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. Shout out to my Buccaneers, man. Word up. I know how to flip it.
Yeah.
Man. I'm gonna speak to it because that's how I get down. Live and direct. So again, at the end of the day, man, you move how you move, man. And again, like my man said earlier, he's in the office, so we gotta act accordingly. But at the end of the day, yo, these Trump dudes, they real funny to me. They funny style.
Yeah.
They arguments and they pick their battles very, very carefully.
Well, you know how politics is, man. It's so biased. Like whenever one side wants to defend each other, it's either the left side's way or the right side's way, and nobody ever wants to be objective. It's like I don't know. It's like rooting for your hometown team. You know what I mean? Like your team can do no wrong. It doesn't matter. Like when you're watching the game and you can tell that your quarterback threw a bad throw, but you just don't want to see it that way. You want to blame the other team.
I see it that way.
No, you push the receiver. The other team push the receiver down. You know what I mean? Like.
No doubt. Yeah, I got you, man. But everything is everything, man. Peace to the whole Now Trending crew. I see you, Joy. I see you, Siobhan. What up, man? What up? And Drew, you know what it is.
Yep.
But yeah, man. My Buccaneers looked good yesterday. And I'm not really too kind of enthused about a win because we always win on the road.
Yeah.
But again, the Kansas City Chiefs are my Super Bowl team coming out the AFC. I'm just gonna say that now. You know what I mean? And again, they gave it up. And Jameis Winston had a decent game again. And the Buccaneers at 500, so I can't be mad at nothing.
Yeah. I'm glad that Martin looked healthy. You got a full workload. I didn't expect him to do much in that game, but you know what I mean. It's good to see him back because I need him on my fantasy team for the playoff run.
Takes a little pressure off of Jameis Winston, man, instead of him trying to force the issue. You know what I mean?
It really does.
Untimely interceptions and fumbles and all of that, man. So work Doug Martin back into the lineup gradually. You know what I mean? Now we can work some things out. We're at 500. So, we can do what we need to do because we have a good football team. I said that from, at the beginning of the season, man. I said if Tampa Bay doesn't win 10 games, I'll be highly disappointed.
I mean, I think you guys have a really good offense. I mean, the defense, I can't defend them.
I give you that.
Yeah.
I give you that.
All right, Drew wants to ask you something.
Thank you. So, Money, how you doing, man?
Chilling.
All right. So you think Kansas City out of the AFC?
Yes, I did. I'm sorry, Drew. I'm sorry.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The only way.
I pick Kansas City because I think that at the end of the day, man, the Chiefs, doing their thing. Defensively they are beasts. Jamal Charles coming back from the injury. I like Alex Smith as a quarterback. Anybody that knows me know I like Alex Smith as a quarterback. I thought Kansas City, and I still think Kansas City can make some moves. Okay, first week of the season we was down 21-0 against San Diego, came back and won.
Right.
Last week we was down against Carolina, came back and won. So I mean, they're showing a little bit of tendencies of a team that can make some noise.
Right.
They haven't really made that step that they're supposed to make, but I think this year might be the charm. I think they got the right coach. I think they got the right, the right situation around them. Alex Smith is working what he's working with, and defensively they're beasts.
I agree with you. I do think the Jets will get the Super Bowl once they get their ticket from the NFL. The NFL, it gives all teams tickets, so they'll get to go that way, but they're not going to be playing anytime soon.
They might have to borrow theirs from Ryan Fitzpatrick and Todd Bowles and them.
Exactly, because they're at the bottom of everything.
I know you're not talking greasy. True.
No. I'm quiet over here.
You're not talking greasy.
Drew's been quiet for a long
team,
time.
My team is 3-7. I'm real quiet over here. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. But I think Oakland. I think. Yeah. Yeah.
This is my NFC team. This gonna really bug you out. My NFC team that I picked to go to the Super Bowl is Green Bay.
Oh, come on.
They got
They've
no
lost
defense.
4 in a row. All the
They
defense is
have
hurt.
defense. Their offense is fine. They have no defense.
They put 3 people off the field in the cart yesterday. They're not going anywhere. they're not doing very well. I thought Oakland would be. I think Oakland would be. I think Oakland. I understand. I understand.
The Miami Dolphins, man, made it happen. Tried to make it happen.
Yeah.
Made it happen against the Rams out there in the rain.
That was sweet.
You know?
I'll give them that. That was sweet.
Yep.
Perfect pass. He put it.
Hey, Drew,
Yo.
speak for yourself. I'm talking to the Dolphins fans over there. I'm talking to the Dolphins.
You don't think Oakland's going to do good, man?
Oakland has the lead in the division.
You don't think Oakland's going to take KC?
I think that Oakland is a kind of a year ahead of schedule, man. They doing real good right now. I'm not mad at the Raiders. I think they're a year ahead of schedule. But remember earlier in the season when their defense was kind of suspect?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? So, again, shout out to the Raiders. They're doing their thing. I think they're a year ahead of schedule. I'm not mad at the Raiders for what they're doing. But
The defense has played a lot better.
Let's watch tonight, and then we'll talk next week.
Yes, sir. The defense is playing a lot better, man. And then that's making the job easier for what Derek Carr is doing. You know what I mean? So again, the Raiders, we're going to see tonight. They got the big stage tonight.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
We see what it is, man.
You think Crabtree's coming along better than before when he was in San Francisco?
Yes, because he has a quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yes, Crabtree is becoming that dependable receiver that we all thought he was going to be. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying, Drew?
yeah. I hear you.
He's a really nice number 2.
They're scary. I mean, their offense is scary, bro.
Yeah.
Scary.
It's either going to be KC or the Raiders because
Well, Raiders are 7-3 on top.
the Kansas City can move the ball and they have a shutdown defense. The Raiders defense is coming along and they got a great offense. So, I mean, it's going to come down to one of those teams. That's going to be it.
Okay,
when they
do
meet each other
ask them
again
to take
later
New
on in the
England.
year.
But do they take New England?
Hey, Drew, let me ask the panel a question, man. Real
Shoot,
quick.
go.
Who would you rather be right now, Washington or the Raiders?
The Raiders.
Washington.
I'm not. Ooh, jeez.
I picked the Raiders. They're running high right now.
Yeah. So is Washington.
But Washington is behind.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Washington got themselves a quarterback.
Well, they always had him. They always had him.
Yeah. How you like me now?
But they're 6-1 and 6-3-1.
You like that?
Everything is everything up here, man. It's cold, B. It's cold.
Gotta come to the sunshine, man.
Everything is everything. I hope y'all doing what y'all do, enjoying, your holidays, enjoying your loved ones and all that. It's all about camaraderie, man. And
Same to you, Pop.
and giving people hugs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? People that you really, don't really want to be bothered with. To tell you the truth. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. You know how I do it, Joy. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So again, long as nobody keep walking back in front of the TV and all that, we good, Brett. And before the second game starts, man, I need to have my plate. Then I need to have my backup plate for like about 7:30.
Yeah.
And then after we go outside and we indulge, I need to have some room for the desserts and all that. Because I'll be ready for the desserts about 10:15.
What's your favorite?
And then it's knockout time.
What's your favorite dessert, Mayor?
What's your favorite?
It's a peach cobbler, man.
Oh, peach cobbler's so good.
Dude.
I need some peach cobbler with vanilla ice cream, dude.
I like you, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah. I like apple pie with vanilla ice cream. I need some peach cobbler with vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
And then take a nap before the last game.
Give me some Scarlett Johansson with that, and we're all good.
Yeah.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
That's my man in the building. That's my man. You can send the emails to him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Do what I do. Check me out every Monday, like you're doing right now on the Now Trending Show with my crew, joining them down Florida style. They do it real big. Tuesday, tomorrow night, I'm in the building. After Further Review 2.0, aka the Sideline Pass. I'm rocking from 8 to 10, 954-246-0398 is the math. I'm on from 8 to 10. We're going to get busy. We're going to talk about everything. And Friday, I'm doing the Shutdown Corner on All In Sports Talk Network from 8 to 9 p.m. Everybody from the Now Trending crew, man, the whole situation, the back people, the people who run the cameras, the people who pay for the situation, Joy, Drew, Mike, Miss Siobhan, and the other homie. Y'all have a great holiday, and I'll talk to y'all next week, all right?
All right, Happy
man.
Thanksgiving, man.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, I'm the other homie, you guys.
I was gonna say, we're always picking a homie up around here somewhere around another.
Yeah. So hey,
I'm the fifth Beatle.
so all right. So over the weekend, Chris, did you watch any sports?
I
at all?
did, sir.
Yes. What did you watch?
I watched the NHL and I watched the NFL.
Oh, the NHL.
That'd be the National Hockey League.
Yeah, I know. No, I like
National
hockey.
Hockey League.
Unfortunately, I just hardly ever watch it.
Dude,
For all you football heads
so
out there.
What games did you check out?
I checked out the Florida Panthers and New York Rangers, and that was a
Oh.
barn burner last night, baby.
They
Let me
won in
tell you.
overtime.
Were they playing here or
They
playing
won.
in New
They
York?
won in a shootout. They played the overtime and nobody scored.
Here or in New York?
It was at Madison Square Garden.
All right. So, what? Panthers are your favorite team, I assume.
Well, I live here and I adopted them. My
Yeah.
favorite hockey team is the New Jersey Devils, but I'm here and I adopted
The
the
Devils.
Panthers.
Wow.
Yeah, that episode of Seinfeld.
I love
Buddy.
that. I love it. So, So, what have you seen from the Panthers so far this season?
The Panthers they struggled a little bit out of the gate, but they're starting to put things together. And when you think they're starting to put things together, they get blown out 6-1.
Yeah.
So then they come back, win 2 or 3 in a row, and then But anyway, I'm optimistic about the way they're playing. They're getting a few of the injured players back. Nick Bukestad's going to come back tomorrow night. He suffered a broken hand. They looked really good in the shootout last night. They scored this dramatic goal. It just trickled over the line, and the goalie, Henrik Lundqvist for the Rangers, made this dive to try to stop it. And if you're watching it, it kind of looked like the Matrix when it goes in really slow motion. He's trying to get it, and then the puck just creeps across the line, and the game's over. They had to review it because it was so fast.
Yeah.
But he missed it by a country mile, basically. And it's sad for them and their fans because the Panthers win and upset them. So I thought it was a great game.
Yeah. Man. Well, yesterday I saw something that I haven't seen in a long time. Made 2 clutch drives towards the end of the game, which was probably like the only drives the Dolphins had the entire game. And it was great because, the Rams were leading 10-0 at the time. And finally, the Dolphins got enough protection for Tannehill to engineer a drive downfield, and Landry caught a pass on the 5-yard line, and he was pushed originally by Juwan James, and then all these other players came in to continue pushing Landry into the end zone.
Yeah, that was a great replay. I saw that. I thought that was
a
nuts.
total team effort. That was great.
Are you allowed to do that? I thought you couldn't do that.
As long as the guy's not on the ground.
As long as the referee doesn't blow the whistle. Like it's so weird. It depends on like the groups of referees that you're playing with, because some will allow it and some won't.
They were so close to the end zone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like it's a matter of time before it's going to go in.
So as long as
they just kept pushing.
as long as his feet up and he's kicking.
As long as he's still having forward progress, you could do it. I think sometimes they put it a personal foul when I guess the progress has stopped and there's all the guys around him that stopped him, stopped his push forward. And then if an offensive lineman comes in and hits somebody hard like that, then I think it's a penalty. But but other than that, then Tannehill came down after the other drive after the defense stopped the Rams again. And he got Devontae Parker involved with a couple catches, and then he finally hit him on the right side of the field on an out route for a touchdown. So that was great, man, because I always have my doubts of Tannehill in clutch situations. But he actually got it done yesterday. He played really well towards the end of that Chargers game again. So I mean, I'm glad. I mean, the Dolphins face the 49ers next week, and that's probably going to be a win at home.
I mean, it's one thing I've noticed about the Dolphins, and from living here for the last 8 years or so, is that they're a second half team, especially this season. If you remember the New England game, they were down, I think it was 21 or 24-0 at the half, and they came all the way back and made it a game. Yeah. They're trailing in this game, I think most of the game, and then fourth quarter, bam, came back and won.
Tannehill's always had the trend for either being good in 2 quarters or, which 2 quarters it is, who knows. But that's, in years past, he never had a balanced offensive attack.
They've never looked this good in the second half, though, except for this season. And his offensive line is actually keeping him on his feet.
Because they're making a total. It's a whole balanced offense now. Like, he doesn't have to carry the whole team all the time.
Didn't you say to trade Pouncey though? Did you want to get rid of him? Or no? Or did
Yeah, I still think the Dolphins have to move on from Brandon Albert and Mike Pouncey because they're just injured every year.
They got bad legs, bad knees. They're heavy
And hips.
dudes that have
Is that
leg
conditioning
trouble.
that doesn't?
No, I mean his hips. He's had multiple hip surgeries throughout the last couple of years, and he's missed at least 8 games.
When
because of it.
if he loses weight to save his legs, he's going to become ineffective as a lineman.
Yeah,
because people are going to maul right through him.
Yeah, Brandon Albert, I don't know, he's always hurting something too. Like if you're paying these guys the amount of money that they're paying them, and and every time they're out, the offensive line just crumbles. You know what I mean? So if you can't rely on them for like a full season, you have to move on from that because Brandon Albert's been hurt every year since he's been here, since they signed him. So I mean, as talented as they are, they're not reliable enough for me. And
That's as bad a signing as Arian Foster. It really is. I mean, he barely played a game. He stayed for a cup of coffee and then announced retirement. He got hurt.
Yeah.
He's ineffective. I mean, he's ineffective with Houston.
Yeah, in a way. Yeah.
Oh, real quickly, the U.S. men's soccer team has parted ways with Coach Jurgen Klinsmann.
Yes, I totally
Which
forgot.
I think is
was gonna
great.
Bring that up.
I think they should hire Landon Donovan and Timmy Howard for coaches because they're phenomenal athletes.
I have it here on ESPN. We want to thank Jurgen for his hard work and commitment during these last 5 years. The U.S. soccer statement said he took pride in having the responsibility of steering the program, and there were considerable achievements along the way. But he had disappointing results.
Horrible
with
results.
defeats to Mexico and Costa Rica in the World Cup qualifiers this month, and I guess that was the last straw for
Yeah,
them.
they shouldn't have got blown up by Costa Rica 4-0.
Yeah.
I mean, and another thing, back to the World Cup, he left Landon Donovan off the roster, and that's a big mistake. The guy's a great player.
Was that a
He really
personal?
is.
Was that a personal thing, or he just
He looks at the guy's age and his factor. He thinks he's ineffective, but he can come in towards the end of the game,
Yeah.
75th minute, 70th minute, something like that.
So he's
play
like
the
a
last
role, he
25
would be a
minutes.
role player. Like, just don't get rid of him.
He
put
can be
him
a
as
sub.
role-
He can come back in at the end of the game. He doesn't have to play the beginning. He can play the end.
Yeah,
He's still got it.
he's
He's
got
still
experience.
talented.
Yeah, that's all. That's how it goes coaching. It's all.
But
it's all
they know more than we do.
Yeah.
Because we see it from the couch.
I don't know. I don't know. I got a good
One would think. Okay, so that's enough for sports for right now. So we're going to go ahead and take it to break. So thank you, everybody, for staying tuned to Now Trending here on 24/7 Miami Radio.
I heat up, I can't cool down. Got me spinning round and round. Round and round and round it goes.
Hiya, this is Harley Quinn, and you're on 24/7 Miami. Wee! Wahoo! Whoopee! Yay!
Hey, it's the guys from the couch, and we're coming to you now live on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock with your favorite segments like Simple Jack and W. Dubai Knows It All. Catch us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. live on 247miami.tv.
We talk about sports and other things. Like what? W eating chips. I can't put these chips down.
247miami.tv.
The couch.
Hello, everyone. This is Drew from Now Trending. And usually I'm driving the bus in the show, keeping it from riding off on the rails. Every Monday from 3 to 5 on 247miami.tv.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Siobhan, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started.
Each day.
Because each day counts.
Day by day by day.
Hey, this is Joy.
Siobhan.
Mike,
And this is Drew.
what's the show called again? What's cooking?
Are you
Mike,
kidding
where have
me?
you been?
Always
Oh my
something
God.
to
Mentioned the
do.
first 12 times?
Sorry.
It's Now Trending. Make sure you catch a new episode every Monday from 3 to 5 on 247miami.tv.
And welcome back to another exciting episode of my awesome show, Cannon Fire.
Give me that. This is not his show. Hey, all right, now we're doing a little promo. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not in charge here either. Let me give you to the man. Stop.
Just stop. It's time to stop. But it's time to go to UltraCon at October 8th and 9th of 2016. It's going to be at the MAC. It's $40 for a weekend 2-day pass. But if you go online now, you'll save some money. Saturdays are $25 and Sundays are $15. So we'll see you there when Cannon Fire invades UltraCon. Hey, wait, what?
See you there.
Hey, no, can you stop?
Damn it, Julio, give me that.
Hey, this is Siobhan bringing you news and entertainment on Now Trending. Listen each week as Drew and Mike try to uncover my dirty little secrets. Every Monday from 3 to 5 on 247miami.tv.
24/7 Miami Radio.
Hey, it's the guys from the couch, and we're coming to you now live on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock with your favorite segments like Simple Jack and
W Dubai Knows It All.
catch us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. live on 247miami.tv.
We talk about sports and other things. Like what? W eating chips. I can't put these chips down.
247miami.tv.
The couch.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Saturday.
Join me, Siobhan, every Sunday for the latest episode of Day by Day. From Alzheimer's Awareness Month to International Bacon Day, find out what's happening this week and how these observances got started.
Each day.
Because each day counts.
Day by day by day.
Hey, this is Joy.
Siobhan.
Mike.
And this is Drew.
What's the show called again? What's cooking?
Are you
Mike,
kidding
where
me?
is it?
Always
Oh my
something
God.
to
Mention the
do.
first 12 times?
Sorry.
It's Now Trending. Make sure you catch a new episode every Monday from 3 to 5 on 247miami.tv.
And welcome back to another exciting episode of my awesome show, Cannon Fire.
Give me that. This is not his show. Hey, all right, now we're doing a little promo. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not in charge here either. Let me give you to the man.
Stop. Just stop. It's time to stop. But it's time to go to UltraCon at October 8th and 9th of 2016. It's going to be at the MAC. It's $40 for a weekend 2-day pass. But if you go online now, you'll save some money. Saturdays are $25 and Sundays are $15. So we'll see you there when Cannon Fire invades UltraCon. Hey, wait, what?
See you there.
Hey, no, can you stop?
Damn it, Julio, give me that.
Hiya, this is Harley Quinn, and you're on 24/7 Miami. Wee! Wahoo! Whoopee! Yay!
Opening this Wednesday.
Heard a lot about you. Said you were beautiful. And good.
Being good at this kind of work is not very beautiful.
Allied. In 1942, an intelligence officer in North Africa encounters a female French resistance fighter on a deadly mission behind enemy lines. When they reunite in London, their relationship is tested by the pressures of war. Starring Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard.
We're going to the realm of monsters.
Don't worry, it's a lot farther down than it looks.
Disney's Moana. A young woman uses her navigational talents to set sail for a fabled island. Joining her on the adventure is her hero, the legendary demigod Maui, voiced by Dwayne Johnson and Alui Cravalho.
Ho ho! Merry Christmas! Feed the starving children! Come on, you
And Bad Santa 2. Fueled by cheap whiskey, greed, and hatred, Willie teams up once again with his angry little sidekick Marcus to knock off a Chicago charity on Christmas Eve, starring Billy Bob Thornton, Kathy Bates, and Christina Hendricks. And opening this Friday.
It's about making sure you surprise them. And they don't surprise you.
Miss Sloan. A story of a brilliant and ruthless lobbyist who is notorious for her unparalleled talent and her desire to win at all costs, even when it puts her own career at risk. Starring Jessica Chastain and John Lithgow.
You okay?
I had another family, a mother, a brother. I can still see their faces.
What happened?
Lion. A 5-year-old Indian boy gets lost on the streets of Calcutta, thousands of kilometers from home. He survives many challenges before being adopted by a couple in Australia. 25 years later, he sets out to find his lost family. Starring Nicole Kidman, Dev Patel, and Rooney Mara. Topping the box office this weekend. At number 3.
My name is Branch, and I'm a troll. Why do I live in a heavily fortified survival bunker? Because right outside my door lurks a nightmare. Named Poppy.
A 5, 6, 7, 8.
Poppy is the leader of the trolls, and it's not her fault she's so insanely happy. She just never faced a real problem. Until now.
Trolls, with 17.5 million and 116 million overall. Number 2.
Through the mystic arts, we harness energy and shape reality. We travel great distances in an instant.
Doctor Strange, with 17.6 million and 181 million overall. And number 1.
Something is stalking our city, wreaking destruction, and then disappearing without a trace.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, with $75 million.
We will rock you. Thank you. That was from Chris Metal gave us that song.
I've never heard that
And then
version.
I was just going to say there's a little bit of history that I'm going to have him explain in just a second, but I just want to say welcome back to Now Trending here on 24/7 Miami Radio. Welcome back. And yes, that was actually Queen singing We Will Rock You. Tell us a little bit about that version though, Chris.
That version was recorded around the same time as the one that we all know and all sports fans know. And it was never released. And Brian May recently went back in the studio and remastered a bunch of Queen songs and released the double CD of remastered hits and decided to throw that song in. So I found that song not too long ago and I played it. I thought it was awesome. I put it on one of my shows.
He did.
I played it for Drew. I played it for Joy. I played it for everybody. And it's a great tune. Great version. I don't know what the music world would be like right now if they put that version out as opposed to the other one that we all know.
And that was our discussion that we had when I first heard the song, when Chris played it for me. Because after hearing that version, I like that version. However, I think that the version that was chosen was the best version for the job. Look at where that song is at today. That song still plays up to this day.
Yeah, I know. And it's
A
great.
lot.
However, this
A lot.
particular song, and we should play the whole thing, but
That's what your show is for.
Exactly. No, that's
This,
I'll
yeah, this one we
showcase that.
can't. But the whole doom doom. It's like the energy with the doom doom. It's just that energy that comes with it. I
As a
think.
Queen fan, I look forward to Brian May guitar solos, and there's really nothing in there until the end of the song. And this
okay.
song is got a completely incredible guitar track through the entire song.
It
So-
does. It's an amazing version. Siobhan, how did you feel about that version? I mean, do you like the original, the one that was released, or
Well, everybody likes the one that was released. I mean, I know, like
but more,
I said,
but Chris likes this one more.
oh, I don't know if I like this one more or not.
I think
This
you
is the
have to
first time
listen
I've
to
heard it,
first.
and I've only heard part of it, so I'll make that decision later.
Also, the Roger Taylor, the drummer, is one of my favorite drummers, so he's really tearing it up in this song. So another reason I
I
love
mean,
it.
it has, but it
Starts kind of like the Who almost.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't necessarily disagree with that. I think you can compare that
Great
to
point, Siobhan.
you can compare that to any kind of intro to a song. It's a natural build into the
Go ahead,
your
butter
first
it up.
verse.
Frost, put some frosting on it. Yep,
Oh
make it sound better. Add the cherry on top, Chris Metal.
That's just what I
We
think.
gotcha.
I mean,
We gotcha.
intros to songs are key because it's either going to capture the listener or they're going to get turned off by it. So
But listen,
Speaking of music,
wait, hold on. What do you think, Mike?
I think this version's pretty cool. Because I've never heard this version before, and two, I think it would be
a great way to play the version that we all know in one of their concerts, and then also kind of extend it by throwing in the original version. So I think it's really cool. Of course, that'll probably never happen now. But.
Great idea. Great idea. Okay, so more in entertainment news. What do you have first, Siobhan?
Well, speaking of music, the American Music Awards were last night, and it's good to be Drake or Rihanna. So let me just go over a few of the top winners. Favorite album, Drake with Views. Drake won favorite artist, rap hip hop genre. Drake also won favorite song, Hotline Bling, in the rap and hip hop genre as well. And Rihanna won favorite song for soul and R&B. Rihanna Work. Rihanna Anti won the favorite album for soul R&B, and she won the favorite female artist soul R&B category. Other notable winners last night: favorite band duo or group, 21 Pilots. Do you like them, Joy?
I love them.
Okay. Favorite country song, Tim McGraw, Humble and Kind. I don't know if we have any country fans in here. Favorite female artist in the pop rock category, Selena Gomez. Favorite artist of the year, Ariana Grande. Favorite male artist, soul R&B, Chris Brown. Who have I not mentioned yet? Favorite artist, adult contemporary, Adele. And favorite Latin artist, Enrique Iglesias.
Get his name right. I'm an Enrique fan.
And that's that. So, did you catch any of it?
I caught a little bit of it. I caught lots of the commentary about it. Award shows are changing. Again, Drake is, he took top notch. His dad was by his side during that show. Green Day got political during the award show while singing their new song,
Whoa,
Bang
surprise.
Bang. Yes.
Great song.
It is. So they were singing their new song, Bang Bang. During the performance, the punk rockers chanted, "No Trump, no KKK, no Fascist USA" 6 times. The lines have been used in anti-Trump protests. The performance sent Green Day trending on Twitter, with some wondering if the band would be the next target of Trump's Twitter tirade after his lovely Hamilton rant.
Oh, which brings me to the Hamilton story,
Yes.
which is kind of falling into our odd news because, well, I have 2 of these lovely boycott stories, which really aren't boycotting. I use the word boycott real loosely.
Because really listen to what she's saying here. This makes sense.
So first of all, was this like Friday night that Vice President-elect Pence.
Pence.
Oh, where did I? Whoa, that was
Wishful
an
thinking.
alternate universe.
Wishful thinking?
He attended a show of Hamilton on Broadway, and at the very end, when the cast was taking the curtain call, they stopped and read a personal. Well, the actor Brandon Victor Dixon, who plays the part of Aaron Burr, read a personal letter to Mr. Pence. Let me just read the letter quickly. We are the diverse American, armed and anxious that your new administration will not protect us, our planet, our children, our parents, or defend us and uphold our inalienable rights. We truly hope that this show has inspired you to uphold our American values and to work on behalf of all of us. That, in a nutshell, is what he had to say. There were some boos directed towards Pence in the audience, and the next morning, bright and early, Donald Trump took to Twitter to call out the cast of Hamilton, say that they harassed Mike Pence with cameras blazing. This should not happen. And then a couple, less than 10 minutes later, he again said the theater must always be a safe and special place. The cast of Hamilton was very rude, and they should apologize. All in all, Hamilton cast said they are not going to apologize, and then Pence later went on to say he was not at all offended by it. And anyway.
In fact, he told his son that is freedom.
Freedom
what
of
they're
speech.
doing.
Yes.
So
now, some Trump supporters are calling for a boycott on Hamilton, which doesn't make sense because the show is sold out until the end of time. So I don't know how you can really boycott something that you can't really even get tickets.
It was my understanding that they weren't rude to him. It was the audience that booed him. It was
the audience that booed. When I saw, you can find lots of video of this all over the internet. And when I first read what happened, I thought, oh my gosh, they laid into him. That's not right. And then I saw the actual speech that this actor gave. And I thought, well, he was very polite and courteous about it. And I don't know if that was the best venue for it, but that was his only opportunity, and he took advantage of that situation. So he could have been much more rude, definitely, and I think it was handled in the most appropriate way given the circumstances. So anyway.
Gotcha.
And then also for using the boycott word very loosely, I don't even know really how this began, but a Starbucks barista refused to write the name Trump on a Starbucks cup, and a certain blogger also took to Twitter to use the hashtag Trump Cup and encourage Trump supporters to ask to put the name Trump on their Starbucks cup. So this is sort of like a
reverse, because people are going in there and buying coffee just to have Trump put on their cup.
Yeah, good move. Just want to see the reaction of the staff there.
Yeah.
Because they have to shout the name Trump,
But
apparently.
they don't have to put that name on there if they don't want. And that's the whole point. If they refuse to do it, then this person who went to Twitter is saying, pull out your camera and, say that, oh, they refuse to put Trump on my cup. And that's the whole idea.
And I'll refuse to put
Okay.
a dollar in the
People
tip.
not have more important things
But
in
wait,
this world.
wait. Everybody knows that these folks always put the wrong name on the coffee anyway. What difference does it
They
make?
put guy with blue shirt.
Yeah, what difference
I
does it
mean,
make now?
As a
That's
manager,
really nice.
I mean, I don't know. If I was a regional manager at whatever Starbucks, I would kind of promote this kind of thing.
Of course,
because then you get more sales, and it's
gonna
like people
turn
are
into
paying
revenue,
for their
yeah.
coffee anyway. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Say no?
But the issue is you have half these people who are out there wanting Trump cup written on, or they want Trump written on their cup, are the same supporters who don't like the color of Starbucks Christmas cups, or the fact that they're Christmas.
Get a
so
marker,
the fact that they
write
won't
Trump
go,
on your own cup.
They won't go into Starbucks because the color of the Christmas cups, now it's bringing them into Starbucks just so they can
write
have Trump on the cup.
On the
So I mean, it
cup
just
they don't
shows you
like.
how marketing works, and I mean, really, this is what this country's coming to.
So what if they ask you for your name and you say douchebag? What are they going to do? They're going to write it? Or is someone going to get offended?
They could, but they don't have to call it
But
out.
they're not going to call it out, right? They're
Okay,
going to
but
put
this
guy
is-
in blue
Hey, you.
shirt. You're right.
This is actually really stupid because Dunkin' Donuts,
Thank
Dunkin'
you.
Donuts
No.
doesn't ask you your
Dunkin'
name.
Donuts.
They make you order the coffee, you pay for it, and then a second
And then
later,
all cups
they
say
hand it-
joy. See?
So-
Look at that.
So when we go to
Change your name.
So if I go to Chick-fil-A and say, "Hey, my name is Clinton," are they going to be upset and not call out Clinton to get my food?
Why do they have to
Well, my
write
name
names?
actually
You
is-
can't
I
order
don't-
it and then go off to the side and
I
wait
have
for
no
somebody
idea.
to bring it. Oh, double espresso thing latte.
Number
Oh, that's
611.
me.
That's
No,
all
it's
you
got to
gotta
have
do.
a name on it.
Listen, everybody just make life easier and write joy all over your cups. And
Yes, that'll solve everybody's
and not-
problems, I'm sure.
Not need to mention your name, you see?
We all know that I do not use my real name at
Like,
Starbucks.
I mean, you brought up a great point because, like, my manager at the club, at the country club, his name is Clinton. So, like, imagine if he actually went to a Starbucks and, I don't know, the
Chick-fil-A.
issues he would have.
Well, and then that's what you do. You have the people who are actually named Trump. You never know, and they go in there, and what if they're just stuck in this controversy without even knowing?
They
No,
can't-
there's
there's-
no way
there's
for
no one-
everybody.
There's no one else named Trump. He's already sued him and got the name taken out. So it
See,
doesn't
I'm not even going to go and drink that mop water that is Starbucks coffee anyway. So
Thank you. Exactly. Well, moving on to another nutcase in the country. It's been a rough
There's
week for.
plenty.
Yeah, right. It's been a rough week for even the most diehard Kanye West fans, from political rants to a canceled Los Angeles concert. West's followers aren't sure what to make of the eccentric rapper's most recent activities. On Monday, West canceled the rest of his 2016 tour dates, which had been scheduled through New Year's Eve. So the remaining dates have been canceled. Live Nation, it says tickets will be fully refunded. People are kind of in shock of what's going on. Even other people in the business, Dr. Dre even released a video that has gone viral, wondering, he's scratching his head over West's recent tirades. So on Saturday, first it was West came out a few weeks ago saying how he didn't vote, but now had he voted, he would have voted for Trump. Then this past Saturday, the rapper ended his concert in Sacramento after performing just 2 songs. Also was 90 minutes late. After the 2 songs, he went off on a rant about Hillary Clinton, Google, Facebook, and Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Wait a second. Isn't Kanye going to run against Trump in 2020?
Well, he said that if he didn't vote, but had he voted, he would have voted for Trump.
He's an idiot. I'm sorry. Kanye he's so stupid.
What's wrong with him?
He really is. Okay, and now before we get into more turkey talk, I'm so excited.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
I have tremendous amount of respect increased for Eminem recently.
Yes.
I read
a lot of people.
I'm not a big fan because I'm not into hip hop and the metal, but a serviceman asked him for his autograph, and Eminem said to the guy, "As long as I can have your autograph."
Aww.
And I thought that was tremendous because a lot of people used to paint Eminem as like a thug because he had the hoodie on back in the day, and that was just an admirable thing to do, you know, and that shows a lot of respect for the military.
It does, absolutely.
Not
It's
that
like,
I didn't think he didn't have it, but
no,
that-
but it's
that was
just nice
great.
that they extend that to them. It makes them more personable. So before we get to turkey talk, just a little bit of weather news. Cooler temperatures put South Floridians in the holiday spirit this weekend, and meteorologists said they can expect the lowest temperatures of the season thus far in the overnight hours early Monday. So I know you're a northerner,
I loved it.
Chris, but you see me here. I'm in my sweater.
Break.
We are. So all week we're gonna have temperatures starting off like in the mid 50s and raising up to about 70 degrees throughout
The
the
air
week.
conditioners are thanking Mother Nature right now
Oh,
for a much deserved time, like day off.
This
You know what I
is
mean?
what every year when this time comes, I always say this is my FUFPL time of year. It's like now I have the upper hand because I can turn off the air conditioner and not pay their skyrocketing fees. So
we could finally give nuclear power a rest.
yeah, exactly.
Open the windows, get a little air in the house.
So now on to turkey talk. I've got a question for you guys. Okay, Thanksgiving is just under a week away, and many of us will be tasked with hosting the big dinner for friends and family. But would you charge someone to attend your dinner?
No.
The reason I'm asking is because there was an email sent to this one radio show personality who we call her Kristen, but that's not her real name, of course. Well, the sender of the email's name's Kristen. So she said that she's hosting Thanksgiving dinner this year, and because of the cost of getting everything, plus the hassle involved in making everything, not to mention cleaning the house and getting everything ready, she's thinking of charging her Thanksgiving guests. So, I mean, okay, honestly, the new thing, especially like with kids, which was not when I was a kid, like people charge kids to go to birthday parties now. Like when you
What?
Yeah. Like say, I mean, like anytime like growing up, when my kids growing up, like if I had a party at like Chuck E. Cheese or one of these places, I didn't charge people. Like I foot that bill. It's a party I'm throwing
Obviously,
for
it's for
my
the kid,
child.
you know?
However, most parents now, like over the past like 5 years, they're throwing birthday parties, but they actually charge like your kid has to pay their part of the birthday
Who
party.
are these kids?
And
Do
get
they-
them a gift too,
Huh?
Yeah, really.
and buy them a gift on top of it.
I would hope. I mean, I don't know. Like I do. I still like my kids want to go.
Do they think their kids are?
I haven't done that.
I have
have.
come across now. So again, the question is: say you're hosting Thanksgiving, it is a lot of work involved. Let me tell you, I put time in that kitchen but I'd never in a million years. Again, I'm grateful, for family, for everybody that day. I'm just happy for everybody to be around, eating good food, getting nuts, and starting arguments. But would you charge those guests?
No.
No.
Because odds are people are going to bring stuff to the gathering.
But that's what you do. You tell me, okay, you bring the rice, you bring the turkey.
Right.
Right. I would
Everybody
not.
brings a dish or something to drink or whatever, or a
Right.
pie or something. Absolutely.
If
Why
you want
charge
to-
them?
And
you
that's
want
what
them
we
in your
discussed
house?
earlier. That's
Right.
but you have like, okay, someone like Mike's mom to where she's like, no, she wants to handle everything because some people feel that they have a lot
That's-
to offer.
Right.
You
And
know,
that's
when it
her own
comes to
prerogative, but
Thanksgiving.
That's her choice.
But according to the American Farm Bureau Federation, which each year figures out the cost of traditional Thanksgiving dinner, they're saying that for 10 people will run you around $50.11. So that doesn't seem like much at all. I mean, if you have 10 people at your dinner, that's still only about $5 per person. I mean, that's not in Florida. I tell you, I wish I could spend
That's much more than that. Yeah.
$50.11 for 10 people on Thanksgiving. So again, that was our Thanksgiving question. Siobhan, what is going on in your new place, girl?
Oh, I was just going to add that I would not go to someone's house who insisted on charging.
Okay, and that's it. That's another. Yeah, if somebody said if you show up, it's $5 per guest. Would you go to that person's house? Like, say it's your favorite aunt or
no?
It better be the best damn turkey I ever had.
Yeah, it better be like
You better have gold. in it or something.
5-star double eagle
That's
kind
right.
of stuff.
Well, imagine 10 years from now, people are going to be charging like $5 a head to each family.
No,
maybe,
nobody won't go. It'll just be a family.
to charge. Okay, so what's going on in your place?
Okay,
Siobhan?
yeah. So I'm going to preface this by saying I have been working on the show The First 48 lately and have been getting a very interesting look into the workings of homicide detectives and things that I'm sure the general public doesn't know and probably does not want to know, and the police office does not want them to know about wheeling and dealing on stuff and things that go on in those interrogation rooms. Anyhow, so I just moved into my apartment and I'm still getting mail from the past resident. She never had her mail forwarded. She never ended her AT&T cable, Wi-Fi or telephone service. She never shut that off. She never shut off her FPL.
Is
Is
she in
it
the
FLP or
closet?
FPL?
You getting free Wi-Fi?
Is she?
Not. That was the issue. I could not set up my Wi-Fi until I got permission from the management of my building to shut off her account. So normally I probably wouldn't think anything
You're
of
so
it.
honest.
But now I'm like, well, because I had
No, they would have turned it
it
off.
didn't work. Like I plugged in my router,
Oh,
but
okay,
because
uh-huh.
it was connected to her account, it
Right,
didn't
okay.
notice my route.
Uh-huh.
Anyhow, so my mind is running all these like scenarios, like, oh my God, she got killed or she
Yeah.
disappeared.
Google her? I mean,
and stuff.
Facebook her? Did you?
I'm going to. I can't remember her name. The next time I get a piece of mail for her,
Yeah, we got to.
I'm going to look this up.
And,
But my question is, like, do you think this is cause for like some mystery, or am I just being ridiculous?
I think you're being a little subjected by your work. Right?
No, you watch too much CSI and all that other
Well,
stuff.
I've been working on this show like
you go.
for
Yeah.
60
I would
hours a
just.
week.
I just out of curiosity, I would be the nosy one to look on Facebook.
I
or
would look her
something
up.
for
Yeah, I would look her up.
Yeah, Google it.
Yeah.
See
I'm
where she's
going
at.
to.
See if she's still alive. You know,
Okay, so
I have a Thanksgiving joke.
oh, please give us the thing. Yes,
Okay, and
to
if you
end
know,
the show.
if you know the answer, don't be that guy and shout it out. All right.
Okay.
Why did the turkey cross the road?
No, I know.
Don't be that guy. I'll shut your mic off.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Put this back.
Why did the turkey cross the road?
Don't answer, please, if you know it.
I don't know.
Okay.
To get to the other side.
No.
I'm on the tickets. I mean,
To prove he wasn't chicken. Or he could be one of them idiot liberals that protest in the streets, you know?
could be. Well, that is it for our show today. I want to thank everyone out there for listening to us. And please remember, he who wakes up early yawns all day long. Make sure you stay tuned and come back next Monday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. here on Now Trending on 24/7 Miami Radio. You can find us at www.247miami.tv. Have a great week and have a happy holiday, everybody.